Resale Rabbit here, coming at you for day 2 of this trip. We are at Savers in Little Rock, Arkansas. If you haven't seen day 1, go check it out and then come back. Not a lot here. I got a Wii Fit board for $4 and this thing for $3. I'll get $6 for it. They were kind of crazy on their prices. There was a PS2 that looked like it had been melted for $15. They had a whole bunch of stuff in there, very high price, some good stuff, but most of it was at or over retail. Alright guys, on a more serious note, I want to show you something that's really near and dear to my heart. It's my favorite thrift store. Well, it definitely was not my favorite thrift store. It was almost entirely closed, so I had to find the weak spot, and there were some new shoes, so I decided to look them up. But before we get to the shoes, I found this DVD. I think it was like $3 they were charging for DVDs. I should be able to get about $15–20 after fees for it. Now, I got 3 pairs of shoes. They were $20 each. One was actually $10. They had a lot of other ones that I would have bought if he would have come down in the price. Another interesting fact is they charge you 25 cents to use a card. You must not like your customers then. But anyways, let's get into the shoes. These Nurse Maddox, I've got 2 different pairs of them. A lot of reviews, like 200 and some odd reviews per pair. No rank, of course, because it is shoes, but they are nice looking. These ones are a little different. I'm going to try and get $80 each. I'm not quite sure what that would come out to after fees, like $65, $70. And then these, also nobody on the listing. I'm going to try and get probably about $100 for them. So we'll see how that works. With shoes, it's really tough because when there's no one on the listing, you kind of have to look at the brand. I tried looking up that specific brand on Amazon and saw that the ones that were in stock were selling for decent money. So I can pretty safely assume that these will as well. Alright, we are at thrift store number 3, having some tough luck today. I'm hoping Goodwill will turn it around. Well, that was even worse. I got nothing in there. The whole place was just tiny, reeked of mold. They didn't really even have a back room. They had a partition with about an 8 by 8 foot space where they store the donations before they go on the floor. Let's try and hit some more on another part of town. Little Rock is not treating me well, but I am determined to find something. Alright, we are at another Goodwill, and this one looks a little bit nicer. Let's see what we can find inside. Much nicer in here. Remember when I told you anything Monster is worth getting? They want $2. It's an open package, but I can still get about $10 after fees with an open package. I've also got a phone set that's $47 after fees. They want 8. And this Sony Handycam, there's no price tag on it, so I gotta find out what they want for it. But it's going for like $130. I just need to order a charger just to, make sure it works. Sometimes you really wonder how certain people become managers of stores. The camera that did not have a price, I couldn't buy it. She said she didn't feel comfortable selling it without being able to test it. And I was trying to explain to them that I am perfectly fine buying it untested. I said I live out of town, I can't, they wanted to call me when it's tested. That's not an option. I'm not from here. So I asked her if I could just buy it, assuming it doesn't work. And she said, well, we want to test it because we don't want to risk selling it too cheap. She says, if you're willing to do $25 on it like that, then we'll sell it to you. Well, I told her, well, you know, it's $20 for a power cord, and it actually is. The cheapest power cord I could find for it is $20, and that's an aftermarket. I told her it's $20 for a power cord, so that would have me spending $45 on something that I don't even know if it works. And so we went back and forth a little bit, and she was saying, well, we'd rather just keep it and test it and, you know, not sell it until we test it. And I tried explaining to her that every single one of these cameras has a different power cord. The camera's 20 years old. The chances of you finding a power cord just being donated is slim. It would have been a nice score if I could. I tried to say I'll give you $10 for the camera. I don't know if it works. I don't care if it works. $10. And they wouldn't sell it. It could have been a $150 store. She would not sell it, so I guess I'm out of luck. So another bust. I only made like $40 in there, $40-50. So I was heading to the next Goodwill and I saw a resale shop, but they're closed at 2 o'clock on a Monday for some reason. Oh well, off to the next. We are at a unique Goodwill. It is a bookstore. I've been to Goodwill bookstores before, one in Austin, and did very well. So let's go see what we can find. Just in case you guys needed help, you can get this book here at Goodwill. Lots of books here. I've got, most of these are $10, $20, $30 books. This one here is a $100 book. There's another one in there. I believe it's this one. It's $179 used, but it's got a really high rank, like 3.5 million. I bought it because it was $2 for a $180 book. I'm willing to risk $2. It'll probably never sell, but the other ones all had great ranks. I also picked up a couple of copies of Guitar Hero for $2 each, throw in with the guitar. This one kind of surprised me. It's like a $30 book if I remember right. So I spent $14 and should make, not counting the really high ranked book, like $300-400. I can live with those margins. I actually met someone in the store who has been reselling video games since 1994. He specializes on eBay. If you're watching, you gotta check out Amazon. It's an unbelievable market. We're waiting for the green flag. All right, I know I need to do some exercising, so I'm going to jog to Texas and back. You ready? I'll take you along with me. All right, we made it to Texas. Now let's go back to Arkansas. Yeah, we did it. You can see the state line right there. We are in Texarkana. But I do have one quick question here for you guys. If you look here, you can see that this is the Arkansas state line. But if you look here, you can see that that's the Texas state line. So where am I? Am I in another country right now? I'm outside of US soil. I claim this territory, Rabbit Land. Just in case you're trying to figure out where I am and you know what these weird numbers mean, that's where I am right now. Come find me. Alright, it is a bright and sunny day and we are at the Texarkana Friendship Center Thrift Store, which is actually closed. Apparently today they're closing at 3:30. Well, that's not very friendly of the Friendship Center. We are back in Arkansas at Goodwill. I'd like to point out that we were right on the line. Notice the Arkansas flag and the Texas across the street. Alright, at this store I got this doggy doo-doo bag dispenser for $2. I should get 15 after fees. I got this router. It is used. It was $10, but I'll get 23 after fees. I got an $18 after fees set of ink cartridges for $3, and a $50 set of ink cartridges for $5. I noticed the big winner actually as I was walking out for $2. I got this $85 book. It is like brand new, like it looks like it was never used. I will get $85 for it. It's got an amazing sales rank. It was like 18,000 in books or something like that. It's the Common Core edition, so you know it's pretty new. I didn't even look at the date. But one thing that I would like to point out is it's McGraw-Hill. A lot of people like to stay away from that brand. I don't know why. A lot of books that I find are McGraw-Hill, so don't rule out an entire company just because some of their books are bad. One thing I want to point out, you see how brown the grass is here in Arkansas? we're gonna walk across the border into Texas, and we're gonna see once and for all if the grass really is greener on the other side. So now we're in Texas here. Boy, yeah, it really does look greener on the other side. I think I'm gonna stay on this side. Let's go to Dallas. Alright, I have made it to Dallas. I am at the Flying Saucer, meeting up with some people. Let's go find them. How's it going? Of course he's videotaping. Pretty good.
How was the ride?
Long?
Yeah.
You know Texas is a big state?
It's huge.
Good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
Oh, let's go in. Well, I had some fun at the bar with Pablo and Olivia. I meet up with them every time I come through Dallas. Pablo may actually be joining us tomorrow at the thrift stores. If not, I'm going to be back in Dallas in 2 weeks and we will be thrifting then. But for now, I am at the hotel, the Holiday Inn Express. Let's go check in and see what the room looks like. I paid up a little bit for this room. It's in a ritzier part of town. This is a Steve Rakin type hotel. You can see it's a very fancy place, at least compared to my normal standards. I just wanted something close to the place we were hanging out, just in case, you know, maybe I needed to take a cab to the hotel. Wasn't necessary, but let's check it out. We're on the top floor. I'm gonna pretend that it says penthouse. Wasn't this convenient? I am right next to the elevator. Alright, checking out the room here. We've got a bathroom right as you walk in. I've got a sink in case I need to wash my face. I've got a shower over here. And I'm guessing that's the toilet, although it's kind of high up. I really don't know. Hello! Coming over here. Oh, there he is again. Into the room. Refrigerator. Microwave. See, when I get my nicer hotels, I make sure they come with these amenities. Nice couch over here, a desk. Let me show you something here that's really important. This right here, I can plug in to get hardlined internet. It goes much faster, so the video will be uploaded quicker. TV, dresser, bed, the rest of it's a pretty run-of-the-mill room. It's relatively nice. Lots of mirrors so I can see what I look like in case I forget. It happens sometimes. I look in the mirror and I'm like, wait, who's that guy? Oh no, that's just me. Forget about it. Ah, nice comfortable bed. I would also like to point out, my hotel room has a phone in the bathroom, reaching distance from the toilet. I promise I'm wearing pants for this. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed day 2 of this adventure. Get ready for day 3 tomorrow. More than likely tomorrow is just going to be a driving day, so I probably won't be doing much filming. And I may just end up merging it into the next day, just because you don't want to see me drive. It's a lot of driving. I'm seriously going to be driving a lot. Texas is a really big state. It's like it's the size of Texas or something. I mean, seriously. Anyways, get ready for the next video. It'll be day 3 whenever you get it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to find me on Facebook, facebook.com/ResaleRabbit. Be sure to check out my website, ResaleRabbit.com, and be sure to send me some money because, I don't know, since you're doing everything else that I'm asking you, you might as well do that too because, anyways. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We've got a lot of cool videos coming up in this series, especially after Albuquerque when we're going to be driving all the way to Florida. Also, if you live anywhere in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Oklahoma City, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston. I'm even making my way all the way to Jacksonville, Florida. So if you live in any of those areas, get in touch with me. We'll meet up. I can always make time for my fans. You guys are paying for my gumballs every 3 days. I can afford a new one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.